in accordance with your worldview. The quickest way, or best way, I don't know, to get rid of the goats is to feed the sheep. Because they're not interested in that. They're like, boring, I'm Snoozeville.
Yeah.
I'm going to Bedside Baptist today.
Yeah.
I ain't even going to waste my time.
Yeah, well, the gospel's offensive. I mean, it's absolutely offensive to man-centered thinking. Here's the thought. On responsibility in terms of, preaching the gospel and evangelizing, I used to think that it was my job to take everybody to the cross that I talked to, that I got to share Jesus with them right off. And then I learned something from, and I'll give credit to Greg Kokel, because he gave me the idea that there's a lot of people out there that plant seeds. They plant seeds, they water,
they till the soil, maybe.
And there's a few harvesters out there. They make it look real easy because they get up there and there's people that have been walking around and maybe for 20, 30, 40 years of their lives have been watered and they've been nurtured as growing plants. And then that harvester just gives that gospel message and God does that work in their hearts.
I think a lot of times also people have that moment of conversion alone. I think that happens maybe predominantly. I'm not for positive, but I think a lot of times people won't seriously get deep and serious to that point of repentance unless they're not distracted by anybody else. They're really pondering things, and God hits them when they're. It happened that way for me. I'm not saying my testimony is universal.
Do you have any objection to be giving my testimony?
No, by all means, go ahead.
For me, I grew up Roman Catholic, and I was being told what I had to do, and I had a lot of questions, and ran into lots of problems where I felt like anybody in religious authority around me couldn't really answer adequately any of the questions I had. And I have some thoughts on why that was, but primarily for me, that just caused me to go further and further into doubt and really walk away from religion. I was also very upset with what I perceived to be hypocrisy because of abuse scandals and things like that going on in the Catholic Church at the time. I had friends affected by that. But what I ultimately found was that I had never given the Bible a fair shot. And so when I started to understand that there are actually rational answers to a lot of the difficult questions that skeptics have, it allowed my heart to soften up a little bit and hear and really receive the gospel. And I think that's something that happened over a period perhaps of months and years. And it just, for me, it was a long time. And I don't think that everybody, gets saved, quote unquote, within a, 10-minute, end of a church service. Close your eyes, raise your hand, come forward down the aisle. I definitely think that decisional evangelism is a big problem for the church today. But recognizing God's sovereignty, I see that He's done amazing things in my life. I'm free of some nagging, long-time sin that I tried myself and failed. And you know what? God has freed me of all of that stuff, and I don't struggle with any of it anymore.